Hey, good morning. All right, so we're going to continue on with our water bagels. Okay, my dough has risen, it's doubled in size. I'm going to turn you guys around here a little bit so you can see what's going on. Okay, so you can see my dough doubled in size, and I just kind of poked it down. That's what we call deflating the dough. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it out onto my board. At this point, I don't want to. I don't want to knead it. I don't want to mess with it. But this dough makes about 16 bagels. And if I kind of eyeball it, cut it in half, and then quarters. I find it easier to cut it like a pizza. You get a better division of the dough. Okay, so that's 8 pieces. Now I'm going to cut each one in about half. And also, we can weigh it. So a typical bagel, the dough, weighs about 8 ounces. So let's see how much this weighs first. So this is about 5 ounces. So this is a pretty good sized bagel. So we're gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut these in half, make a little smaller of a bagel. Let's see where we're at now. That's about 3 ounces. Yeah, so we got this is about 3 ounces. I'm actually gonna get I want to get it to 4 ounces. 388. So we got about 4 ounces there. And by weighing them, they're all going to be the same. Right? So if I get them all to 4 ounces, then they're all going to be the same. Oh, too much. There we go. Let's see where this guy is. A little over 4. Just going to cut a little bit of that off. There we go. This is definitely over 4. I can feel it in the weight. Okay, so around 4 ounces. You could eyeball it. I like to be precise. And we're just going to add these here. Okay. All right, so let me just check this guy. There we go. Okay, so I've got all these piles of dough now, right? And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I could make them smaller, but we're just going to go with it. So then what you're going to do is you want to take your dough and you want to kind of form it like I'm just kind of folding it underneath itself. So I have like a ball of dough, okay? And then we're going to use our hand. We're going to cup our hand and we're going to kind of roll the dough around in our hand until it gets really nice and firm and tight. Okay. And you can see on the bottom, let me get it in the right light. There's a little bit of a spiral there. Right there. Okay. So I have a nice round shape. This is how you would make a roll as well. So again, right, I'm going to fold my dough, get it all together, kind of just pressing it underneath. All right. And then I'm going to use my hand cupped. I'm right-handed. It's hard for me to, I can do it with my left hand. So my hand is cupped. My side of my hand doesn't leave the table. And there's nothing on this board, just the board. And I kind of roll it around, back and forth, around in my hand. Okay, just like that. And I can kind of feel there's a few air pockets in there, and the yeast is kind of, the air pockets are kind of, see that little divot? That's what we want. Are moving around in there, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to continue to shape all of these. Now this will make a regular size bagel, a large size bagel. I guess you could do 2 ounces and do a little mini bagel, okay? Again, we're going to cup this around. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do like 4 larger bagels. Okay, again, I'm going to press this down and around, kind of bringing my dough so it's a nice ball, and then rolling it. Just kind of moving the dough from the tips of my fingers in the palm of my hand. I'm pressing down on the table, okay? So I've got 4 large bagels. Make a few minis here. Okay, same process though. Even if it's a little bit less dough, I'm going to kind of fold it until I get a nice smooth top, and then I'm going to roll it. Okay, I want to roll that to a nice tight dough ball. Then we have a mini and a mini. Okay, one more time. Press, 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 and then I'm going to roll it. Okay, by rolling it like this, we're compressing that dough together, and we should have a nice crumb, right? The crumb is the inside of the baked good, or the bread, or in this case, the bagel, when it's all said and done. So after you get them all rolled out, and what you're going to do is you're going to take your bagel and you're going to kind of just poke a hole in the middle. Just kind of stick your finger right through there. So I've got 2 fingers in here, and I'm just kind of twirling it, stretching it a little bit. Okay, and there I have my bagel shape. And I'm going to put this on a tray. I've got a little parchment paper and some vegetable oil. And then as I shape these, they're going to go right on the tray. Okay, so again, right, I've got my dough that I've shaped. I'm going to kind of just stick my fingers through there and twist. Okay, and stretch it. Now, this is one way to do the bagel. This is probably the easiest way. The other way you can do it is you make a rope and then you attach the 2 ends. The other way is you could use a donut cutter. So a donut cutter will cut the dough and make the hole in the middle. So if I took my bagel dough, right, and I kind of put it together here. Let's see if we can do it the rope way. All right. Making sure I'm getting all of that air out of there. I'm going to kind of stretch it out a little bit, kind of like when we did the pretzel. And then you're going to, got to get a little bit of water, and you're going to attach the 2 sides. Okay, just like that. So I'm going to continue making these bagel shapes. When we come back, I will show you guys how to kettle the bagels. Remember, they have to be boiled before they're baked. And they also have to rest a little bit, right? So after I shape them, I'm going to let them rest for about 20 or 30 minutes while I get my water in my oven heated up. And then when we come back, we'll get those bagels in the oven. I'll see you in a bit.